Hello everybody. How are you all doing? What's up everybody? எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? பாகுனாரா? ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? சுகமானோ? What's up everybody? எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? பாகுனாரா? ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? சுகமானோ? Okay, so I think we're hearing an echo. Right. So I think it's because I've been checking the audio here. Anyway, getting back to our session. What's up? Hi Kabilan. Hi Rishita. Vanakkam, vanakkam. All right. So this is the very first lecture on MBA Wallah English medium. Today in logical reasoning, we are going to cover a very basic concept, that is linear arrangements. Now, this is a question that normally gets thrown around when it comes to linear arrangements. That's a linear arrangements question. Don't get asked anymore. Why are we even doing this? That's a very fair question. If it doesn't get directly tested, then why are we even doing this? What's the purpose of doing it? Let's be honest here. Linear arrangements is the core concept, is the base of it's the base of the building that we are building for logical reasoning, right? Take any question, be it from distribution, be it from puzzle, some way or the another, it would be linked directly or indirectly to linear arrangements, because ultimately you're arranging things, right? So knowing the core concepts become very important when it comes to higher level sets also. So once we are done cracking the basics of it, then we can easily transition into the complicated ones, and we won't feel a thing when we deal with complicated questions. Yeah. Hi Arpita. Cool. All right. So let's officially start the concept builder. Now this series, like the name says, the idea is very simple behind it. The idea is to build the concepts, right? And the moment your concepts are done, then when you go into hardcore practice, you won't feel a thing, because your concepts, your basics are completely strong. Cool? No, Arpita, today is all about linear arrangements like the title says, but we will be doing one session every week. So the next week when we meet, we will be doing more concepts on arrangements as well. Yeah. Hi Kabilan. Yeah, so there are upcoming batches, buddy. We'll keep you posted when the new batches arrive. I think the other batch, the pioneer batch that you're talking about, it has been a lot of classes that are done, right? For example, logical reasoning alone, there are 4 classes that are done, and I'm assuming with quant also, with DI also, and with VRC also, at least 2 to 3 to 4 classes are already done. So if you join the older batches, then the problem is you will have to watch the backlogs of it, you will have to watch the recordings of it. I don't think that will be as effective. Yeah. All right. So let's get this thing rolling. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so linear arrangements, lecture 1. Now the idea behind linear arrangements is very simple. We'll start off with some basic concepts and then get into some practice questions also as well, right? So I know a lot of you, I've already seen Rishita, Kabilan, Arpita as well in the other channel, and you guys have been following that for a while now. So it might seem a little repetitive, a little redundant, but don't worry about it. I've got some fresh questions for you so that you can have a better experience with the questions as well. Yeah. All right, let's go. So my name is Amit Surana. I am your DILR expert. In this series, this short series, I'll be taking logical reasoning for you. With over 12 years of experience, I am an aeronautical engineer. I've done my engineering from Hindustan University, Chennai. I am from Chennai, by the way. And I've nurtured many 99 plus percentilers who are now in top B schools. Even in the year 2025, there are a lot of my students who are already pursuing top B schools. They're waiting for their interview calls. They're still waiting for their interviews to happen. Yeah. Rishita. Yeah. So the idea is the moment I start one concept, it has to be completed from all directions. And once that is done, that's registered in your mind, then you don't have to do revision. Only practice will be sufficient. Yeah, that's why. Okay, let's go. So let's begin. Linear arrangements. First, we'll start off with horizontal arrangements. Okay. We'll take a very simple example. Yes. Let's say that there are 4 superstars, Rajni, Balaya, Laleta, and Uppi. They are standing for a race. Yes, so how many superstars? 4 superstars. Rajni, Balaya, Laleta and Uppi. If you're watching this and if you recognize any of these names, do let me know who you are a fan of, okay? So here we have this race track, yes, and on this race track, we have to place these 4 folks, okay? Now, the first condition says that Rajni stands at position 1, which I think goes without saying, right? Talaivar always number 1. So we have Rajni standing at position 1. Cool. This kind of a condition, this kind of a clue is called a direct relevant clue. I call this kind of a clue as a direct relevant clue. Why? Because one, it's being very direct about the position, and it is relevant because this is a very good clue to begin with, right? To start with. Whenever you have a clue that clearly tells you the position, that's what you should always begin with, okay? Yes? Ah, nice, Kavilan. All right. Now, let's have a look at the second condition. The second condition says Balaya stands to the left of Rajni. Now, tell me, where would Balaya stand? Which position should Balaya take? Quick, in the chat, let's see. Which position should Balaya take now? Right. Position 2, am I right? Yeah, because to the left of it. Now you understand that because Rajni is facing this way, right? Talaivar superstar is facing this way. What happens? For him, this becomes the left, this becomes the right, correct? So the direction in which they are facing also becomes very, very important. Yeah, the direction in which they are facing also becomes very important. So when they say left, they mean this side. This is the left because they are facing in this direction. Got it? We'll talk about more about direction in a while. Now, because we say that Balaya stands to the left of Rajni, we would think that, yeah, position 2 should be Balaya, correct? Yes. Any Balaya fans in the house? Let's go. Let's hear a shout out for Balaya. Now, is it right or is it wrong? Tell me. Is this particular placement right or wrong? Is there anything incorrect, anything wrong with this placement? Nothing wrong, right? He is standing to the left of Rajni, which makes sense. However, there is a very big difference between this conditions, condition 2 and condition 3 if you look at it, right? Look at condition 3. What does condition 3 say? Laleta stands to the immediate left of Rajni. Now tell me, where would Laleta come? Exactly, Mammu. Yes, Manu. Correct. Yeah. When they say Laleta stands to the immediate left of Rajni, what's the difference between second and third? The term immediate. There's no immediate here, there is an immediate here. So now what happens? Yeah, Rishita, yes. Yeah. Yeah, so now if I say that Laleta should also stand in position 2, Mohan Lal, he should also stand in position 2, and I'm saying Balaya is also standing in position 2. Can two people stand in the same position? Of course not. So what does it mean? Who's in the wrong place now? Can you tell me who's in the wrong place? Is it Laleta or is it Balaya? Is it L or is it B? Who's in the wrong place now? One of the two people are definitely in the wrong place, right? Because they both can't stand in the same position. So who's in the wrong place? Obviously, Balaya. Why? Because in case of Balaya's condition, they're saying he stands to the left of Rajni. What is more specific? Immediate left of Rajni, correct? That means Balaya will no longer stand at position 2. He will have to move away from there. Got it? Perfect. Very good. Neeru, class starts at 9. Yes, and it has already started, bacha. Please have a look at it. We have started it at on.9. Yeah. Perfect. So now Balaya standing at position 3. Now we have one more clue. Fourth clue says that now Uppi was the only one left, correct? Uppi was the only one left. Out of the 4 people we had placed 1, 2, 3, Uppi was the only one left here, correct? Now what happens, if you look at the fourth clue, it says Uppi does not stand at either ends. Now tell me who's in the wrong position? Who is in the wrong position? Rajni is not in the wrong position because Rajni is in position 1, which is perfect. Lalita is not in the wrong position because Lalita should stand immediate left of Rajni. He is standing to the immediate left of Rajni. But what about Uppi and Balaya? There has to be a confusion there. Exactly, Manu. Yes. What happens here? Again, because they are saying Uppi cannot stand in position 4 because it's one of the ends, right? Position 4 or position 1 is not for Uppi. Now what happens? It has to mean that they have to swap their seats, correct? Now, do all the conditions match? Quickly check. Do all the conditions match? Tell me. Is Rajni standing in first position? Yes, he is. Perfect. Done. Is Laleta standing immediate left of Rajni? Yes, Laleta is immediate left of Rajni. Is Uppi standing at any of the ends? No, Uppi is not at any of the ends. And is Balaya standing to the left of Rajni? He is still to the left of Rajni only. Got it? He is still to the left of Rajni only. Clear, everybody? Perfect. All got it? Yes. Now, from here, what are the things that we learnt? What are the things that we learnt? One, that direction matters. Of course, direction matters. Because Rajni is facing this side, all of these guys are facing this side. Their left becomes this end, their right becomes this end, correct? So, for Rajni, for example, this would be the right end and this would be the left end. Yeah, clear? So, one, direction matters. Number two, what did we learn? Just because they are saying left, it need not always mean immediate left. Clear? Exactly, Manu. Yes, the term immediate becomes very, very important. Done, everybody? Yeah. Perfect. Cool. Chalo. So now that we've understood that, let's move on to let's collate this information. Yeah. What is it? Number one, left and immediate left need not be the same. Left could not always mean immediate left. If they mean immediate left, they'll specify it. Number two, right does not mean immediate right, just like it. Second one, direction of facing matters. Yeah, their left, their right depends upon which direction they are facing. Imagine if you are also standing, if you're standing like this, for example, if I am standing, this is my left, this is my right. Yeah. Now what happens if I turn around? So this is my left, correct? Now when I turn around, what happens? This becomes my left. Yeah. So initial right becomes my left. This is very important. Now it's not always necessary that they'll be facing north or south. They can be facing east or west also. So tackle those questions because it might sometimes get confusing. Correct, Rishita. But just that is why initially itself I told you in which direction Rajni was facing, correct? Because Rajni was facing this side, he is facing to the south. Clear? Done? Alright. So let's talk about what should you do when there are people facing different directions. How will the left and right change? Now, one thing you can always do is imagine yourselves there, that okay, if I am facing north, this will be left, this will be right. If I am facing east, this will be left, this will be right. But what's the problem? The moment in the exam hall, this is where your screen is, this is where you're supposed to be writing. The moment they say okay, they are facing east or west, you turn around, what will happen? The invigilator will come and give you one kotto on the head, right? He'll come and give one nice kotto on the head because you're not looking at your screen anymore, you're looking at somebody else's screen, right? You don't want that to happen. So to make this whole process very simple, very very strict in the case of direction facing, we can draw this to make it easy for us. So all we have to do is, first we know the four directions. Yeah, we all know this is north, this is south, this would be west, this would be east. The next thing that you do to keep in track of the left and right is draw these lines. And what do you do? Very simple thing. Starting from north, from here, go clockwise. You know what clockwise is, right? This is clockwise, yeah? Go clockwise by putting L and R on each ends of the arrow. So I'm going to start here. I'll start L, R, L, R, L, R, L, R. What does this do? What's the purpose of doing this? Very simple. Now what happens? If you're facing north, you know which is left, which is right. If the people that you're arranging is facing south, you know which is left, which is right. If they are facing west, this is left, this is right. If they are facing east, this is left, this is right. Got it? This makes it right, Rishita. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So what's the understanding of this? Whenever you get confused at any stage, if you think that you're getting confused with the left and right, draw this, keep this on the side of your paper. When you're solving questions, it becomes so much more easy to tackle them. Okay. Now the second thing that you have to keep in mind here with respect to directions, like in the case of the first question that we saw, the example question that we saw with Rajni, Laleta, Upi and Balaya, what did we understand? They did not say which direction they are facing, correct? So that was a different example. But any other case, in any other case, if they don't tell you directly or indirectly which direction they are facing, you should always assume this. Okay? Assume north if no direction is given. Okay? If no direction is given, just assume north. Okay? Clear? Assume north if no direction is given. Done? So let's see an example question now, shall we? Are you ready? Yeah, exactly, Arpita. Exactly. Okay, so here's the first question on the screen. I'll give you some time. Go ahead, try solving it. Meanwhile, if you guys can also let me know where you are from, which city are you from, that'll be great for us to have a conversation. Yeah. Do tell me, where do you hail from? Which part of the country are you from? Let's go. Okay, Neeru's from Delhi. Superb. Kabilan is from Trichy. Nice. From the land of I am Trichy. Good, good. Ranak is from Bihar. Arpita is from Chitrakoot, Uttar Pradesh. Beautiful. Great, great, great. So I think we have people from all parts of the country. We have north, we have south. We have kind of center as well. Yeah, okay. Ah, finally we have one from the west as well. Rishita from Jodhpur. Nice. We're just missing some people from the east. I just wish we had some people from the east also. We could clearly make this a Republic Day post out of this, yeah. Let's go. Let's see if we can answer this now. Go ahead. Nice. Bihar. We have people from Bihar, from Uttar Pradesh, from Tamil Nadu, from Delhi, from Rajasthan. Superb, superb. Let's go. Try doing this, guys. Niru, I am from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Represent. Singara, Chennai. Actually, I am also a good mix of a lot of places. I am originally from Rajasthan. I'm also from Jodhpur, by the way, Rishita. But I've been living in Chennai for a very long time now. So I am from Chennai, I am from Rajasthan. I've lived a few years in Hyderabad, a couple of months in Bangalore. I've gone around the entire country. Everybody says D. So I have Mansi, Kabilan saying D. Anyone else? You worked in Chennai for 3 years. Nice, man. Kabilan, super. Let's go. So let's solve this now. Yeah. All right. Let's go. So they're saying that there are 6 friends A till F. Yeah. Living in Delhi but from Rajasthan. Beautiful, Nehru. Superb. So we have 6 friends A till F are sitting in a straight row. Each person occupies a distinct position. Now, have they mentioned any direction? Which direction are they facing? Are they facing north? Are they facing south, east, west? Nothing given. What are we going to assume? We have to assume north. Okay. Because nothing is given to us, we have to assume that they are all facing north. Done? Yes. Now, they're saying A is sitting third from the left end, B is sitting immediately to the right of A, C is sitting at one of the extreme ends, D is sitting to the left of C, E is sitting immediately to the left of F. Now, here, what are we supposed to do? First things first, we know that there are 6 people, so I can place 6 seats here, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because I'm assuming everybody is facing north, I know that this would be the left end for everybody. This would be the right end for everybody, correct? This is left for everybody. This would be right for everybody. Yeah. Now, which clue should we begin with? Can I begin with this one? A is sitting third from the left end. Of course, I can begin with it. Why? Because this is a DRC, a direct relevant clue. It is clearly stating that from the left end, A is sitting third. So this is first, second, third. This is where A is sitting. Perfect? Yeah, very good clue to begin with. Beautiful. Now that we have A, can we place anyone else with relative to A? Yes. Which clue would that be? Clue number 2, am I right? B is sitting immediately to the right of A. This becomes a DLC. Could we have started from the second clue? What would happen if we started from the second clue? We would have had cases, correct? Because they're saying B is sitting immediately to the right of A. So this is A. Right of A is this side. Immediately right of A is here. This A, B could have been placed anywhere. If we did not read the first condition first, if we had started from the second condition, A could be here, B could be here, A could be here, B could be here, A here, B here, A here, B here, A here, B here. Not a very good clue to begin with. Yeah. So these kind of clues we call direct less relevant clue, DLC. These are the kind of clues that you use, of course you use, but you can't start with them because they'll create a lot of cases. Okay. So B sitting immediate right of A. Immediate right of A is here. We already have B placed. Perfect. Done. What next? What next? Do we have anything else with respect to B or A? Any other clue with respect to B or A? We have about C. We have about C and D. We have about E and F. We have nothing about A and B now. So now you look at the next best clue that you can choose. What's the next best clue you can choose? Here, this one. C is sitting at one of the extreme ends of the row. Now, when I say C is sitting at one of the extreme ends of the row, C could be sitting here also, C could be sitting here also. Am I right? C could be here also, here also. But can C be here? Can C be placed in this position? No. Why? The next condition. What's the next condition saying? D is sitting to the left of C. That means if someone is still sitting to the left of C, can C be in the left end? Obviously not. If C is in seat number 1, can anyone sit in seat number 0? Of course not, right? So this condition gets ruled out. C can no longer be here in position 1. This has to be C's position. Clear? Now, would it be right? Is it okay for me to place D here? Is it always right? Maybe coincidentally in this case it might be right, because what are they saying? D is sitting to the left of C. Immediate word is missing. D sitting here can coincidentally be right. D can be here also. D can be here also. D can be here also. Are you getting this? So with D we are a little tricky. That means we'll save it for the end. We'll save D's position for the end. But if we look at the last condition, what is the last condition saying? E is sitting immediately to the left of F. So if somewhere F is coming, E should come immediately to the left of F. That means E and F in that order should be together. Am I right? First E, then F in that order. Yes. Where can I place them? Can I place E and F here somewhere? No, I can't, because there are no two empty seats. So E and F can't come here. What is the only place where I can place E and F? The only position is position 1 and 2, because those are the only seats empty. So E would come off here and this would be F. That leaves us only one place for D to be placed, which is this one. Clear, everybody? Yes. So now we have the entire arrangement. You can confirm by checking all the conditions and then jump off to answering the question, which is what? Who is sitting at the extreme left end? This is left. Extreme left end is who? The name of the person is E, and option D, E is the answer. Perfect, guys. Very good. Very easy set, right? Very easy question. Very simple. No complications, no multiple cases. Even though we had multiple cases, we could easily eliminate those additional ones and we have one true case. Yeah. Can we go to the next question? Did everybody understand this? Quickly drop a yes in the chat if you understood this. Quick. Yeah, E, F, A, B, D, C. Perfect. Yeah, Kabilan, we can also start from the third and fourth combination. But whenever you're looking for a DRC, DRC is one of those clues that will definitely give you the position without having multiple cases. Yeah, perfect. Shall we move on? Beautiful. Let's go. Let's have a look at the second question now. Have a look at this. I'll give you some time so that you can solve it. This is a combination of both concepts as well as practice, so you can practice along with me. Let's go. Let's try this one. This time, should I assume anything, guys? This time, should I assume anything? I don't have to assume anything, right? Why? Because they have clearly specified here that they are all facing west. Yeah, because they have clearly specified here that they are all facing west. Am I right? Do you remember this? Neeru, buddy, I think you are getting confused because you joined a little late. If you don't mind me, asking you to please go back a little bit. Yeah, just rewind a little bit. The parts that you missed, if you can rewatch that bit, I think you'll be clear with the information there. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So what do you keep in mind when you go for people facing west? Think about that. Got it? I've given you a quick hint here. This is the use of this chart, right? The moment you draw this chart real quick, it becomes so easy for you to know that if anybody is facing west, which side would be their left, which side would be their right. Okay? Does anyone have the answer? A, B, C are correct. A, B, C are correct. Can we have multiple answers to this? Okay, so Mansi has given an arrangement, but Mansi, is this the only true arrangement? Think about it. Is this the only arrangement that is true? Can we have multiple arrangements also possible? Can we try that? Sakshi, occupies means has taken that seat. Yeah. Where's the word occupies here? I don't see the word occupies anywhere in this question, but the term occupies means that they have taken that seat. Taking is occupying. Okay. Right, Arpita. Right, right. There are two cases. Perfect, perfect. So let's see this one, shall we? Yeah. What do I know? Since they are all facing west, we'll have to arrange them like this. Yes. So this will be seat number 1, this will be seat number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. Yes. And because they are all facing west, this side becomes left for everybody. This side is left for everybody. And this side becomes right for everybody. Yeah, they are all facing like this. This is how they are facing. Clear? This is the direction in which they are facing. So this will be left, this will be right for everybody. Cool? Now we start arranging them. Okay, so tell me, which clue should we begin with? Is the first clue the best clue to begin with? Of course, yes. Why? Because it is a DRC. What are they saying? D is standing in the middle. Now when they randomly say middle, if they say middle in, so D is standing in the middle of B and C, for example, then I can say that there's B here, there's C here, and there is D in the middle, right? But if they have blankly opened an open-ended statement that D is standing in the middle, that means what? D has to be in the middle of everybody. So this entire thing, we have how many seats? 7 seats, yeah? Seat number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. What will be the middle seat? The middle seats got to be seat number 4. Why seat number 4 is middle? There are 1, 2, 3 seats here, 1, 2, 3 seats here as well, yeah? So D's position is fixed. D has to be in the middle. Perfect. Now, do we have any other clue that relates to D? Any other clue that relates to D? We don't have any other clue that relates to D. But the second one, they're saying A and B are the immediate neighbors of D. Whether they use the term immediate or not, even if I remove the term immediate, neighbors always mean what? People who are adjacent. Yes, to the left and to the right. Got it? So they are saying A and B are neighbors of D. That means what? A can be here and B can be here. But is it true? Are they saying who is on the left side, who's on the right side? No, right? They have not mentioned who's on the left, who's on the right. Yeah, they're simply saying that A and B are neighbors of D. That could also mean one more thing. What? What's the other case that it could mean? That if this is D, this could be A and this could also be B. Getting this? This is D. This could be A or B. This could be B or A. So how many cases are we dealing with at this moment? 2 cases. All right, 2 cases. Perfect. Let's see if till the end we have 2 cases or not, or if we end up making more cases, we'll have to see that, right? Moving on. There are exactly two people between A and C. Now I can use this one. How? 2 people between A and C. Think about this. 2 people between. That means apart from A and C, A and C, forget them. Between these 2 people, there are 2 more people. Yeah. So I need 2 more seats between A and C. This is A. Can I leave 2 seats here and make C sit here? Will it make sense? Obviously no, right? I have to leave 2 seats and then the third seat will be C, but that can't happen because there is no seat here. That means the 2 people are D and B and C will be placed here. Am I right? Same way in the other case, look at this, A is here. Can I leave 2 seats here and make C sit here? No. After the 7th seat, there is no other place at all. That means the 2 people are D and B and C will come off here. Okay, cool, perfect. Moving on, G is standing at one of the ends. So they are saying G is standing at one of the ends. G can be standing here also, G can be standing here also. Same way, G can be standing here also, G can be standing here also. But what are they saying? Read this carefully. They're saying that and F stands immediately next to G. So whichever end G is coming, whichever end. So let's say if G is here, then F should be immediately next to him. Or if G is here, F should be immediately next to him. That means I need 2 consecutive seats that are empty towards the end, where if this is the end, G is here, F is here. Or if this is the end, G is here, F is here. Got it? Yeah. So what do I see here? Can I place G here? Can G come here? No. Why? If G is here, F is supposed to come here because F stands immediately next to G. Immediately next to G, there is no empty slot. So can G come there? No. Where will G come? G has to come here only and F will be here. Perfect? Yes. Now tell me, I am done with placing A, B, C, D, F and G. Who's the one person left? Only one person, E is remaining. E will come off here. Done. So this one case is true. All the conditions are matching it. Yes. Can we look at the second case also? Let's look at the second case. What happens? Can G come here? No longer G can come here. Why? Because if G is in the first position, F should be in the second position. That's not possible. That tells us what? That this has to be G, this has to be F. So G and F, G is at the end, F is immediately next to G, and one person left is E. This is our second possibility. So please be careful guys, just because any one arrangement is matching all the cases does not mean that's the only condition. Yes, that's the only case. There are two cases here. You have to be very careful, you have to be very clear. If there are multiple cases, make multiple arrangements, don't think twice about it, okay? So there are two cases, all the conditions are satisfying for both the cases, okay? Now let's take the question and see if we can answer it. They're saying which of the following statements are definitely true? What does it mean definitely true? It should be true in case 1 also, it should be true in case 2 also. Both cases it should be true. Only then that is acceptable, because there are two possibilities, okay? Let's see. Option A says C stands to the left of E. Is it correct? C stands to the left of E. Where is E? E is here. E is left. Is it C? Which is E's left, guys? Which is E's left? Left is here, downwards. Downwards is left. Is E's left C standing? No. In this case, it is true, because E's left is here, C is standing here, which is perfect. So what happens? This is true for the second case, but for the first case, it is not true. Will you consider that? No. They say definitely true. It means it has to be true in all the possibilities, okay? So A is out because it's not always true. Clear? Let's have a look at the second option now. Let's see second option. What is the second option saying? B stands third from the left end. From the left end, this is the left end, B is third. First, second, third, okay, this makes sense. B is third from the left end. So in case 1, it is true, but is it true in case 2? Check. This is left end, first, second, third, this is A. Is it true? They are saying B stands third from the left end, but here A is standing third from the left end. So in the second case, it is not true. Will this be my answer? Of course not. Eliminate. Clear, guys? Yes. Can you check for the third one now? Can you look at option C and tell me if this is right or wrong? Quick. Check for option C. Mansi is saying option C. How about others? Mansi is saying option C. How about others? A and G are neighbors of F. Now, mind you, neighbors, immediate neighbors both mean the same only. Immediate left and right they are talking about. But is it in any specific order? Are they specifically saying this is left, this is right? No. A and G are neighbors of F. This is F. A is here. G is here. Are they neighbors? Yes, they are. So in the first case, it is true. Here also, here is F. This is A. This is G. A and G are neighbors of F in the second case also. So because they are true in both the cases, because they are true in case 1 also, F's neighbors are G and A. Here also F's neighbors are G and A. What happens? This should be our true statement. Clear? Exactly, Mansi. Exactly. Yes, yes. Perfect. Yeah. Just for the sake of it, let's confirm with D also, no? D stands third to the right of G. Will it be true? Where is G? G is here. G is here. Third to the right, is it possible? This is right, correct? For G, this side will be right. Is there anybody who can sit to the right of G? No. So in the first case, it is wrong. It doesn't matter if in the second case it is wrong or not, but still we'll check. This is G. Third to the right of G. First right, second right, third right, D is standing. This is true only in the second case, but it is not true in the first case. That means our answer should be option C only. Clear? Exactly, exactly, Neeru. Perfect, perfect. So what did you learn here? What did you learn here? Whenever there are questions that are asking about something being definitely true, definitely false, always check all cases. Yes, they have to be true in all cases, or if they're asking for false, they have to be false in all the cases. Clear? Perfect, everybody? Beautiful, beautiful. Can you drop a yes in the chat if this is clear, guys? Quickly drop a Y in the chat if this is clear. Let's go. Multiple bay. Beautiful, man. Kabilan, yes. Are you ready for the third question? Let's go. Let's have a look at the third question now. Go ahead, quickly read this. I want to bring a twist here. Let me bring a small twist here, okay? Instead of north, I'm going to change this to south. Okay? Let's see if we can solve this one now. Go for it, guys. Instead of north, I've changed this direction to south. Let's see if this can work for you. Try answering it. Okay, Rishita is saying this also has multiple cases. Are we sure, Rishita? Let's check this. Let's check. Try. There should be one option that is true. Tell me which option is true then if there are multiple cases. Kabilan is saying C. Statement C or option C? You're saying option C? Okay. How about others? Okay, Ronak is also saying C. Shall we try this one? Let's go. Let's try this one. Okay. So 7 people, straight line, not necessarily in the same order, facing south. Yes. What does it mean when they face south? 7 people facing south. So I'm going to start here. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because they are all facing south. Is this left anymore? No. This becomes right for everybody. This is right for everybody. This becomes left for everybody. Okay. This is right. This is left. Let's see if we can arrange this now. Okay. Okay, you're randomly guessing. Okay, Ronak, let's see. Can I start with the first clue here? Just because a clue is given first doesn't mean you have to use it first. We always start with which kind of clues? Direct, relevant clue. What is relevant for us at this moment? Two persons between F and G, multiple cases can come. G sits second to the left of B, again multiple cases can come. So I can't start with the first clue. D sits third to the left of C, again I don't know C's position, I can't place D there, not useful. How about the third one? E sits between G and B, not really useful at this moment, but what do I have? Who sits at the extreme right end of the row? Now I have everything that I need. Who sits at the extreme right end of the row? Who is it? Is it E? Extreme right end, who should be sitting? Is it going to be E who is going to be sitting? Or is it G or is it B? Who should be sitting in the right end, guys? Quickly tell me. Who sits at the extreme right end of the row? Is it E or is it G or is it B? Who is it? It has to be B. Why? Whenever you have statements that go like this, comma and WH word. It could be comma and who, comma and which, comma and where, comma and when. Whenever these kind of words come, it always refers to the last person that is spoken about. So when I talk about this, they're talking about B only. Clear? So it won't be E, it won't be G. Who is sitting at the extreme right end? B is sitting at the extreme right end. Perfect? Yes. So I have B. Now I can place the rest of the two people because they are saying what? E sits between G and B. So if B is here, G is here, E should be here. Correct? Yes. Now tell me one thing, guys. Is this case true? One more case I'll write. You tell me if this is true. Okay. B is here, G is here, E is here. Is this case true, guys? Here also it makes sense, no? E is between B and G. Isn't it true, guys? E is still between B and G, no? Is it true or not? Quickly tell me. Is the second case also true? No. Why, Kabilan? Why? Why is it not true? Between B and G there is E. Still makes sense, no? Always remember, in any kind of arrangement question, in any logical reasoning question, in fact in general English also, the word between always means two people only. Between any two people, between any two things, between any two objects, between any two time, between any 2 years, between any 2 months, between always means two only. Got it? Between always means two only. So if there is a fight between two people, it will be a fight between two people only. If there are 3 people involved in the fight, if there are 2 people, yes, and there is a fight among them, then you use the word between there. Yes, but imagine if there are 3 people, like the Spider-Man meme, right? He is fighting with this guy, fighting with this guy, fighting with this guy. Is it between? No, Kabilan. Very good. Whenever more than 2 people are involved, you always use the word among. Okay, clear? Perfect. So the second case that we were trying to make doesn't make sense at all. This is the only true case. Perfect. So now I have B, E and G and I've utilized the third condition. Do I have anything to do with B and E? No, I have one condition though that talks about G. What is it? Only 2 persons sit between F and G. There is G here. I can't leave 2 persons and F here. So I leave 2 persons. F will be here. Now see, G sits second to the left of B is just for a confirmation. First left, second left of B is G, which makes sense for us. Yeah, that means we were in the right direction. Next, they're saying D sits third to the left of C. C is left. Where is left? Left is this side. Yeah, left is this side. Can C come here? Is it correct? No. Why? C is left. In fact, third left, no scope only. C can't come here. Can C come here? Is it correct if C comes here? What happens if C is here? They're saying what? D sits third to the left. first left, second left, third left, there is no place only. Yeah, so C can't come there also. That leaves only one place for C, this, which is what? Here. If C is here, then I can clearly place who? D. How? First left, second left, third left. So this becomes D. Clear? Now who are we left with? We've placed everybody except for A. So A will come off here. This has to be our true arrangement. Let's jump off to the question now. Ready? Done? Let's see now. Alright, let's go. Which of the following statements are correct? They have to be true. Correct? True? Yes. F sits at the extreme left end of the line. Left end is this. Is F sitting here? No. Eliminate. Now from here what can I do? Because I've eliminated statement A, whichever answer choice is talking about statement A, I can eliminate it. This one is talking about A. I know A is not right. I can eliminate option A. I can eliminate option D also because A is not true, that's for sure. Okay. From here what I have done, by looking at only one of the statements, I have applied the 50-50 lifeline. Yes. Out of the 4 options, 2 options gayab, khatam, khalas. Yes. Gone. Kanam. Kanavillai. Understood? Yes. Leaving us with what? 2 options B and C. Now look at the statements here. B, C and D. C and D. So I know that C and D should be true without even thinking twice. Statement C and statement D must be true only. I only have to check for statement B. That's it. Statement B says 2 persons sit between E and F. Let's check. This is E. This is F. Are there 2 persons? 1, 2, 3 persons are between E and F. Can this be true? No. Statement B is also not true. This one says statement B. This one is eliminated. I have the perfect answer here, option C. Okay? Kabilan, buddy, I've lived all my life in Chennai, man. Yeah, so my Tamil should be perfect. Cool? C and D only. Done? Yes, Rishita. Yeah. South Indian plus Marwadi, exactly true. Now, just for the sake of it, just to see if we are doing everything right or not. C sits exactly in the middle of the line. Yes, C is exactly in the middle of the line. 3 people here, 3 people here. This is true. E sits third to the right of A. This A here, right is this side. First right, second right, third right is E. This is also perfect. So C and D are the only statements that are true. Done? Cool. Drop a Y quickly if you understood this one. Let me see if you can drop a Y quickly in the chat if you understood this. Let's go. Yeah. So far we've been seeing simple questions, right? Not very complicated. Yeah. Can we up the game a little? Yeah. Let's raise the level a little bit. Okay. So here's the 4th question. There's a small twist here. What's the twist here? Very simple twist. 7 people are there, A till G, sit in a straight line in positions 1 to 7 from left to right. Okay. So positions are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this time what are they doing? They're saying that each person faces either north or south. So now what do we have? We have some people could face north, some people could face south, and we have to arrange them. Okay, so keep in mind north, south you need to identify to know left and right correctly. Okay, so keep that in mind and try this question. Let's see if you can do it. Go for it, folks. Are you all trying this one, guys? So there are 7 people, 1 till 7. Some of them are facing north, some of them are facing south. That's very important. Mansi says 1 is the answer. Okay. How about others? Mansi, 1 is not right. Please check once, Becha. Kabilan is saying 2. Are you sure, Kabilan? 2 is right? As of now. Okay. Can we try this one together? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's see if we can try this one together. Okay. So how many people? 7 people. Positions are 1 to 7 from left to right. Okay. So 7 seats are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they are numbered 1 till 7 from the left to right. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Now, what's the first condition that we should go with? What's the best condition to begin with? This one is the best condition, yeah. D sits at position 4. Irrespective of whether D is facing north, south, east, west, whether D is doing a handstand, whether D is hanging from a tree, doesn't really matter. Yeah. D is at position 4, end of story. Don't even have to think twice about it. Yes. Now they are saying A sits immediately to the left of D. What would it depend upon? If D is facing north, then this would be left, this would be right. But what if D is facing south? What will happen? Left and right would change. So before I begin with any of the conditions, any of the rest of the conditions, I need to be sure about D's direction of facing. Where is it given? Only D and F face north. This is actually the most important clue. Yes, we need to know how many people face north. This is north. How many people face south? Yes. Only after we know this, the solving process becomes very, very simple. Read this. Only D and F face north. So D and F are the only 2 people who face north. There's no third person who's facing north. What does it mean? Because they've said that they face either north or south. North is done. Only 2 people, D and F. That means everybody else is facing south. Who are the rest of the people? A, B, C, E and G. Correct? A, B, C, D is north, E, F is north, so G would be south. Clear? Calisthenics, yeah, correct, Rishita. More like aerobics, more like doing aerial yoga. Okay, so D, since D is facing north, now it becomes very simple for me to place the rest of them. D is facing north. For a person facing north, this would be left, this would be right. Correct? So on the left, who is there? A sits immediately left of D. Perfect, done. But A is facing south. Be very careful. Okay? A is facing south. Be very careful. Alright? Next. B sits immediately to the right of D. Beautiful. This is D. D is right is here. This is where B will be standing. And B is what? Again facing south. Careful. Done? Let's go. F sits at an end and is to the left of A. This matters now. Why does it matter? Because A's direction of facing will decide what is A's left and right. Because A is facing south, which is his left? Is this left? No, this would be his right. Got it, everybody? Yes, this is his right. This is no longer his left. This is his right because he's facing south, correct? This side is right, this side is left for A. So they're saying what? F is sitting at some end and is to the left of A. So if this is A's left will be what? Not this side, this side. And he's sitting where? F is sitting at an end. So F has to be here. Is F at the end? Yes, he is. Is he left of A? This is A. This is A's left. Perfect. Clear? Did you understand this case, guys? And F is facing north. Any confusions here? A, since A is facing south, this will be left of A. And because F is sitting at the end, this will be F's position. Alternatively, the second case could have been where F is here because they just said F is at the end. But because they also mentioned F is to the left of A, it becomes very clear. Okay, done? Perfect. Moving on. So F is the guy who's facing north. This is also done. Next, they're saying G sits next to F. Very simple. If this is F, this has to be G. G is facing south. Perfect. Done. C sits immediately to the left of E. Now, tell me one thing, guys. There are two seats here. You tell me which is correct. Is E here and C here? Is this correct? Or C here and E here? Which is correct? Case 1 or case 2? Quickly tell me. Which one is right? Case 1 or case 2? There are exactly two seats left. So that has to be for C and D because we have not placed C and D anywhere. Is it EC or CE? Tell me. Padinor maniya. என்ன கேக்குறீங்க ரிஷிதா? 11 மணிக்கு என்ன இருக்கு? 11 மணி, that means 11 o'clock. What's at 11 o'clock? Is it supposed to be EC or CE? How do we confirm? What do we know? C is the direction of facing, right? C faces south. So if C is somebody who faces south, if C is facing south, what is, E, right? If E is facing south, they are saying C sits immediately left of E. Is this left of E? No, this will be left of E. Why? Because he's facing south. It has to be E and then C. Perfect. Very good. So E would be here and C would be here. Both of E and C are facing what? South only. Okay. So no confusions here if you go in the right priority. Yes, if you choose the right kind of clues, it becomes so simple for you to solve it. Do you have multiple cases here? No, only one true case. One true case, that's it. Now we need to answer the question that is asking, how many people sit to the left of E? This is E, left of E, who face north. Is there anyone to the left of E? Left of E, nobody is there, no? Answer should be 0, correct? Is it correct, guys? Is this correct? Answer should be 0. There is nobody sitting to the left of E. Empty seats only. Nobody is there. Empty. Is it correct? Hi, Sangram. How are you doing, man? Ronak is saying yes. Kabilan is saying yes. Mansi, very good. Very present, mentally present in the class. What is E's direction of facing? E is facing south, pa. E is facing in the south direction. If someone is facing to the south, is this left for them? No. This is right for them. This is left, correct? So if you are saying the answer is 0, this is wrong. This was a trap. Although in theta questions there are no negative marking, theta questions where you have to type in the answer, there are no negative marking. But you lost access to easy 3 marks. They were just giving you 3 marks and you lost it. Why? Because we panicked. We wanted to rush. We wanted to get the answer real soon, right? That's the biggest killer, especially in a test like CAT. If you lose your patience at any point in the test, you need to understand that you've lost the battle there itself. It's like you've dropped your armor, you've dropped your shield, you're like, come hit me. I'm all open, come hit me. The arrow can come from any direction and you're open for it. You become an open arrow magnet. Yes, arrow can fly in from any direction and come hit you. Yes, so never let your guard down, never lose patience anywhere in the test, not during reading the question, not during the solving, not during reading the actual question, not during finding out the answer. Do not panic, do not lose your patience, do not let your guard down, always be on your guard. Okay, clear? So this is not the answer. Why? Because for E, left is this side, and to the left, how many people are facing north? This fellow here is facing north. This fellow here is also facing north. They are all to the left of E. Clear? So the answer is actually what? 2. There are 2 people to the left of E who are facing north. Clear? Done, everybody? Perfect, man, Sangram. Cheers, cheers, buddy. Easy one. Yes, yes. Clearly easy one. But that is where a lot of people lose patience, right? When you see a very easy question, you let your down guard, you let your guard down, right? Let's say you're boxing. In front of you, there is one kuchi like in human, right? Kuchi means like a stick. Like a stick man is standing in front of you. Very weak bone, standing like this. What do? Ah, okay, come hit me, right? The moment you let your guard down, you let the other person, however strong or weak, however easy or difficult, you give them a very clear target of your face where they can give you one uppercut and break your jaw. You don't want that to happen in the test, okay? So never let your guard down. 2 hours of examination, 120 minutes, always sit like this. Always sit like this. Only do like this when you're about to attack, okay? Otherwise, never let your guard down, okay? I'm giving you free boxing classes also. Clear, everybody? So the actual answer is what? 2. Done? Perfecto, perfecto. Let's do one last question and wrap this up, okay? Yeah, try this one. It might seem like, sir, isn't it the same question? Again, like I said, never let your guard down. Read the question carefully, okay? Rishita, last question. Last question, okay? We'll end with this one. Promise, I promise. It's not going to be one of the pioneer classes where we go till 11, 11:30. No, no. This is the last question, I promise. Let's go. Let's see if you can try this one, folks. Right, Arpita. That's the purpose, right? That's what they also want. The main reason why they would give you an easy set and give you an easy question, whenever that happens, get your spidey senses on. Yes, your hair on the skin should stand up because something is fishy. Them asking an easy set and asking an easy question, definitely something is fishy there, right? You have to sniff that fish out, because otherwise it'll end up with somewhere in your face. Slapping your face with a fish will be very stinky. We don't want that to happen, okay? Nah, Rishita, I don't think you'd need coffee for today. No, no. Save that coffee for some other day, okay? When we are in the class, when we are in the batch, that time you can save, or when we are doing a marathon or something, you can save coffee for that day. How do you deal with it, Arpita? With patience. With patience. See, you need to understand that most of these questions are like kids, okay? You understand kids, huh? Bacha, kuttis, right? These kids, if you try to tackle them in your way, they're not going to listen to you, right? If you're like, hey, don't do that, they'll look into your eyes, they'll stare into your eyes and do it. Yes. So if you want to deal with kids, you need to get down to their level. Same way, if you want to deal with these kind of questions, confusing questions, get down to their level. Break the question down word by word, understand everything that the question is saying, and then answer. Okay? Let's go. Clear? Are you done with this one, guys? So the situation here is very similar. The situation here is very similar. We again have 7 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, seat number 1, seat number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. No changes there. Here also they are very clearly. You want one more minute? Go ahead, take it. Sangram, I'll wait for you. Go ahead, man. Let's do this. Okay, Kabilan is saying C. Let's see. Kabilan, are you sure? Kabila? Kambe? Nadeem, hi. Yeah. It's your choice, man. Your choice. You can start with LR first and then do DI, or start with DI first and then do LR, or you can do them parallelly, whichever works the best for you. See, for LR, for logical reasoning, you only have to be good with the concepts of logical reasoning and language. Okay, language is what you would need for sure. You have to good with understanding language. But with DI, you have to be good with arithmetic. Yes, the arithmetic that is taught in quant classes, yeah, percentages, ratios, averages, basic calculation, mixtures, allegations. You have to be very comfortable, profit and loss also sometimes. You have to be very comfortable with them to do DI. So if you are not done with arithmetic yet, I would not recommend you to start off DI immediately. Yes, confirm the basics first, your basic calculations, understanding of fractions, percentages, calculation of percentage changes, ratios, understanding proportions, understanding allegations, understanding mixtures in some cases, profit and loss, averages, understanding mean, median, mode, understanding what weighted average is. Once you're confirmed with that, then start with DI. I always say this, once you're done with arithmetic, then you start DI, you'll have fun there. Okay. All right, so Jaydeep has given us an arrangement. He says E or F, C or G, A, D, B, C, G or C, F or E. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Very good, very good. But Jaydeep, what matters here also is the direction in which they are facing, no? Direction in which they are facing. That also matters here, because when they say next to or right end of the row, E faces north, I think only option C talks about the direction in which they are facing. So you need to know the direction as well. Okay. You're getting more confused in 4, 5, 6 and 7. Are you intending to say these statements? Statement 4, 5, 6, 7 clues is confusing. Okay, let's see that. Let's go. So we'll just start off. Which is the best clue to start off with here? Same, right? We've already seen that clue, this clue. Same clue like in the previous case. D sits at position 4, end of story. No second discussion here. Perfect. Same, A sits left of D, B sits right of D. We need to know the direction in which D is facing. So let's find out D's direction of facing. Where do we have? What are they saying? Exactly 3 people face north. So north facing people are 3. Total there are 7 people. That means south facing people will be remaining 4. Correct? Now what are they saying here? They're saying that D and F face north. Perfect. D and F are facing north. There's one more guy who faces north. We don't know that. A and G face south. A and G are facing south. There are 2 more people who face south. We don't know who. Okay. So from here, at least I know D's direction of facing, which is north. So D faces north. That tells us what? A sitting immediately left of D would mean A is here, and B sitting immediately right of D, that would mean B is here. Perfect. Do I know A's direction of facing? Yes, A is facing south. But do I know B's direction of facing? I don't know B. B could be facing north, B could be facing south, could mean anything. Okay, so we have to be very careful here. All right. Okay, let's go. F sits at one of the ends. So F could sit here, F could sit here. But what are they saying? G sits adjacent to F. So if F is here, F will be here, G will be here. If F is here, then G will be here. Okay, so then we have two cases, right? We have two cases emerging. So let's make those two cases. Yeah. So I'll copy down everything that we've done so far. D will be here, A will be here, B will be here. D will be facing north, A will be facing south. Okay, these are the only things that we know so far. I'm going to place this arrow here so that we don't get confused. Okay, perfect. Now they're saying what? F sits at one end and G sits adjacent to F. So if I were to place F here, if this is F, then this would be G. Am I right? Because F sits at an end and G is the neighbor of F, right? F is facing north, that's clear. G is facing south, that's clear. Yes. Same way, let's do here also. The second case will be here. If F is here at the end, then G will be a neighbor. F faces north, G faces south. Perfect. Done so far? Yeah, perfect. So this condition is done. Now I have two more conditions. They're saying what? One condition is saying E sits at one of the ends. If so, E sits at one of the ends. One end is already occupied. The other end is here. This has to be E. Who's left now? Only one person is left. I'm done with A, B, D, E, F, G. One person is left. Who's C? Okay. Now what is this condition saying? C sits immediately to the left of E. This is E. This is E's left. Are you getting this? If this is E, this is E's left. So if this side is left, that means what? E should be facing north. Am I right? Only if E is facing north, only if E is facing north, this will be left for E. Do you agree with that, guys? Yes. So E is left is C. Perfect. But there is another case also. I have to deal with that too here. So E is at one of the ends and the only person missing is C. Now again here they are saying what? E sits at one of the ends and C is left of E. So if this guy is left, this side is left when? Only when he is facing south. Only then this is left. Got it? Do I know the direction of facing for any of the rest of the guys? So what has happened now? In this yellow case, F is north, D is south, G is south, A is south, D is north. These four people are done. B and C, I don't know what direction they are facing. E is facing north in this case. So if E is facing north in this case, can I also know B and C's direction of facing? Of course. Why? There are three people who face north. So the remaining people must face south. B and C are also facing south. Perfect. This is for the yellow case. What about the blue case? What happens? North, there should be three people. South, there should be four people. We have D and F, definitely north, one more guy. A and G, definitely south, two more guys. What do I know now? D and F are north. One more guy, I don't know who that is. This time E is no longer facing north, he is facing south. So if E is facing south, now what happens? I have two cases here again. What are the two cases? Here, it could either be B who's facing north. If B is facing north, C will be facing south. If C is facing north, B will be facing south. Clear? Yes. So technically, for the entire arrangement, we have two cases. For the arrangement, we have two cases. But if we're looking for all the possibilities, there are 2 into 2, 4 cases. One case in the yellow. Okay, in yellow it is done. So there are totally 3 cases. 2 cases here and this yellow case. Okay, 3 cases in total. 2 cases here and 1 case here, adding up to total of 3 cases. Okay, so 2 plus 1, 3 cases in total. Now we have to answer this question making sure that we are satisfying all the 3 cases. Let's see. Which of the following statements is definitely false? What does it mean? It should be wrong in both the cases. It can't be wrong in one and right in one. Yes, sometimes right, sometimes wrong, I don't know, sometimes good, maybe sometimes, no, not that, okay. So let's go for the first one. C sits immediately next to A. C immediately next to A, is it true? No, it is not. I want false only. Is it false? Ask yourself this. Ask yourself the question. Is it false? Yes, it is false. So in the first case, it is satisfying. But in the second case, look at it. Is C next to A? Yes, he is. It is not false. It is true. I want false. I want false, but this is true. I can't have in one case true, one case false. That can't apply. So A is out. Do you all agree with this? Can we look at the second one? F is seated at the right end of the row. Yes. Right end of the row. Technically, because we don't have any direction given to us for all the people, this will be right for the entire row. This will be right for the row. This will be left. This will be right. Yeah. But sometimes left, F is here. Sometimes F is here. Sometimes he's on the left end of the row. Sometimes he's at the right end of the row. Not useful. Yeah. Again, in the first case, it is false. In the first case, it is false. But in the second case, it is true. I don't want that. Third one, let's see. E faces north. What do we know? Here, E is facing north. But is E facing north here? No. Sometimes E is facing north. Sometimes E is facing south. Again, in the first, it is false. That's what I want. I want false. But in the second, it is true. I don't want true. Yeah, sorry, the other way around. In the first, it is false. In the first, it is true. In the second, it is false, but I don't want that. So what's my answer? Option D, none of the above. Perfect? Clear, everybody? Yes, sir, I'm able to do arithmetic calculations, but questions like the one you might have seen in second DPP, drone, they are hard to deal with. Sangram, okay, buddy, I've taken your suggestion into consideration. We are planning something like that. So Gaurav sir and I spoke, and we will be switching our fortes somewhere in the middle. We will let you know what the plan is actually. Okay, I'll definitely have a word with Gaurav sir about it. Cool. Done, everybody. So the actual answer is D, none of the above. Here we cannot afford losing our presence of mind at any point in time. Right from the first letter till answering the questions, eliminating all the options and answering the question, we cannot lose our presence of mind. Our focus must be 100% there. If at any point in time you feel that you've lost the focus, either leave the question there, try and come do it again later, or skip that question or force yourself into improving your focus. Because if you lose your focus, if you lose your target for even 1 second, what will happen? You'll end up marking the wrong answer. And irrespective of whether you made the right arrangement or not, if you don't answer the question correctly, what would happen? You're any which ways losing your 3 marks. MCQ, you will get another -1. The 3 that you're supposed to get will go off. That's a loss of 3 marks, and -1 additional loss. You're losing 4 marks there, which you should have gotten in the first case. Don't do that. Okay? Cool. Shall we do one more question? What do you say? Who's there? Do we have Rishita? Shall we do one more question? I have one more question, but I'll do you guys one favor. Will not do this now. Yes, I'll give you this as a homework. Okay? And what I want from you is you giving the solution for this in the comments. Yes? Answer in the comments. So take your time, solve it, and drop the answer in the comments. Cool? Okay? I'm not going to do this now because I know I told that we'll end this by 10 o'clock, but it's 10:30 already. But I think that goes with my character now. I think that has become my characteristic. One of my natures is I will take extra class. I will give you more than what you pay for. I will give you more than what you ask for. Okay. Always exceeding expectations. So here is a question. Try doing this. Drop the answers in the comment. Okay. This is a homework for you to try. And I definitely want you to try. Be very careful. This is a little more complicated than the previous ones because of the number of conditions, 13 conditions, 10 athletes. Be very careful. It's a doable set, but you have to be focused. All right. Yes. Superb. Cheers, Arpita. Cheers, cheers. Thank you, man, Kabilan. So if you guys have any questions, any queries, right, you can reach out to me on my Telegram. This is my Telegram. You can scan this QR code or you can search for Surana Cat on Telegram and you'll find me, okay? Sir, can we say that if one or more questions in a set starts with if? Sangram, in most cases, see, if there are two types of questions that can start with if. One is your hypothetical. If there is a hypothetical, you can confirm yourselves, you can confirm that there will be multiple bays or there will be incomplete bay. However, there's another type of if also, the extension. Yes, they'll intentionally frame the question in such a way that you will feel it's hypothetical, but it would be an extension question. If it is an extension question, that is a a fake hypothetical. Extension question is a fake hypothetical question, right? In those cases, you have to be careful. Otherwise, the moment you see the word if in the question, it always means 9 out of 10 times it would mean that there is a case that there will be multiple cases or there will be incomplete arrangement. Okay. Done. All righty then, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I'll be waiting for your answers in the comments. Don't forget to drop it. Rishita, cheers, Rishita. Thank you for taking so much of efforts. Yes, good night, everybody. Muchas gracias, Jaideep. Good night. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. I'll see you soon. Next week, we will be doing vertical arrangements, even more fun. Okay. Tata, everybody. All the very best. Good night.